He looked like death. No, he did not look good.
You see, is his big boots.
Hey, it's Yeti. I'm here with two of my friends,
Sheila.
Kez, and we're going to do a K-drama debrief. So Crash Landing on You. They've just watched it, they loved it, so we're going to go through it. Basically, if you've already watched it, this is the place to come to. We're going to debrief all of the best moments, the lowlights, and the confusing moments. If you're into this kind of stuff, then subscribe, like, comment, tell us what you think of the drama, and yeah, whether you agree or disagree with what we're saying. Crash Landing is actually really important for us because I remember at my on my birthday, I went to London. My mum, my sister took me out to London. It was amazing. We had a whole kind of Korean restaurant, all of that kind of feel. We stayed in London in a hotel and we watched Crash Landing. And so when I got home, I was just ready to sit on the sofa and just finish the rest of the episodes. You know, when you get into it, you just want to finish it. And I rocked up to the house and there was a surprise party. Yes. And everyone was there. And I was like, oh no. But at that point, I was kind of in that, like, I was very into K-dramas, but no one else was. So I was a bit odd, and I remember telling people about it, and you especially, the looks you were giving me on that day, and your response was, oh, subtitles, I don't think I can read if I'm watching. So it just took a while to get them into it. And I remember that party, I literally thought, okay, whatever, I'm just going to play Korean dramas, the OSTs. I'm going to play different clips, basically to drive people out of the house. The sooner they go, then I could just watch. Then I could just sit and watch Crash Landing. What did you think of it?
It was so good. I just loved every bit of it. I'm like such a sucker for like romance. So
approximately 10 hours later.
I just loved it. I loved like the connection, and the whole vibe was just clear for me, to be honest.
The subtitles were a little bit hard to follow at first, but then once you get into it,
because you were trying to do stuff whilst watching.
Yeah, so I am a multitasker, so I
that.
was trying to do other things, but you can't. You just can't.
No.
You have to sit down and literally just watch it, and yeah, it was really good. Once you commit, it's good.
It helps you unwind as well.
Yes,
because you're like busy, like focusing.
You get lost in a totally different world.
Yes.
Liked the way that she was so fierce, and I think in K-dramas as well, I think her character, I loved that this time you've got someone that is a boss, and she's, you know, she's an entrepreneur and all that kind of stuff. I liked that dynamic, and more than kind of like the rich chaebol male, you know, finds like the poor girl and you know, saves her life and all that kind of stuff. So I liked that balance. Yeah, I think she was just so sassy. The fact that she was able to get out of that situation and then literally walk directly to North Korea, but she was so happy with herself that she had done like the right thing. I loved that.
Another funny bit is like her relationship with the aunties at the beginning in the village. You know, like when they invite her to the party and she's like, no, I'm not coming. And then she clocks that like,
Like you have to blend.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
I like that. I felt like the village feel kind of reminded me of Nigeria. And just, I mean, Africa in general, you know, the idea of everyone kind of being a community and being together, and the way they would share food, and just share, share different parts of their life. I thought it was interesting that we got to see North Korea. The South Korean government has said that it's a potential violation because it glorifies North Korea. I don't see how it glorifies it, because there's no way you could see the drastic difference and think that, you know, you'd want to be in the north rather than south. Even the guys, when they went there, in the end, they were loving it. You know, chicken, their fried chicken was immense.
Like, you know, when they're in the market and she gets lost and then he shows up with a candle.
That's actually not my best scene at all.
Like, he shows up with a candle to find her and then they just see each other, and it's just so beautiful. Like, that's like one of my first best bits. But then after that, it just kind of like, when he's like, oh, I have a fiance, I was just kind of like, you.
What was all of the romance for?
You just, oh, but Yeah, that's one of my best scenes. And then probably later when they go to South, and then she's just having a walk down the street, and then there he is.
That was
again.
brilliant, yeah.
That was really
They just always find each other.
Yeah.
I found that candle scene really cringy. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was so
I found it so cringy.
I
The
love it.
idea that they're in a market. Let's like rewind. They are in North Korea. She's supposed to be hiding from, the police, the military, all of that kind of stuff. And he's walking around the market with a candle for her.
No, it was
It's a lot.
symbolic.
It's so beautiful.
Trying to
Like,
find her.
so like, what's the word? Like, thoughtful.
Yeah,
Like-
and not also that. I think she was having a really low moment, right? She was having a really low moment, and then I think it was also just like a symbolic thing. Like he was there with the light, and then she found him, and they reconnected and embraced each other.
Especially because she loves candles as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I
he
like
could have
that.
come with a torchlight.
I just think he could have brought it home. And it would have been good enough.
I loved the crossover at the border when she, they say goodbye to each other just very calmly, like goodbye, and then she starts to walk away, and then you get that scene.
Which
Bam!
crossover?
The border.
Like with everyone else there.
No, the first one.
Just okay.
Just them two. She crosses over, you can see her footstep on the ground, and then all you
Oh.
see is his big boots.
Over the line.
Over the line, and then he does that classic turning around, and they have
The
that.
K-drama move, like holding
Also,
the wrist.
wasn't that
Spin
their
you.
first kiss?
Second.
Was it the second?
The first was on the boat.
Oh,
Or maybe
It
the third
was the
even,
third.
actually, yeah.
Well, it was the first proper one. The first one where there was
The
Tonga
first you
and Lipstick.
recognise.
Yes. Exactly, my words anyway. What was the boat one? Oh yeah, when they were caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the second one?
Hospital kiss. Oh yeah.
Ah.
that was so
That was
cute.
okay.
Oh.
But he looks like death. No, he did not look good.
Wow.
I think
that's a bit savage.
I think when someone looks like that, you should just look after them and kiss them later.
No, but that bit was just a bit annoying for me because one, he wakes up and he's like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Whoa, relax." You're about like,
But she
fully-
wasn't supposed to be.
She wasn't
there.
supposed to be there, but he
I
was
get it.
dying.
Moments. Some of your favourite moments, some of your most romantic moments are actually my most annoying moments. Because for me, because I'm aware of the kind of political context of it, the fact that they're in North Korea, I think already adds tension. You don't need to elevate that tension by doing very reckless things, like running out of a car across a border to try and kiss him whilst you're in a bandage when there's
Listen,
military men
she loves
either
him.
side.
She loves
And
him.
as if they'll put it up and then not shoot. They would have died at that point. It doesn't make sense.
But that's
In
the
front
whole
of everyone.
point. She was willing to risk it
That's a good point.
because she loves him. Like, what
For-
do you
for a
even
hug.
want?
For a hug.
She's not sure when she's gonna see him. What did you want?
I mean, there is a level of
It's a lot, right?
It is a lot, but I think it's the romantic
Nah,
side.
you guys relax. Yeah, it's a K-drama. It's meant to happen. What do you want?
I think it's a K-drama. It is very intense, all of that kind of stuff. But some of it takes that intense
Yes.
to another
Upper
level.
Because
So-
it's a K-drama.
No. Remember, this is your first K-drama. Okay, they're not all this tense. So the fact that it's so difficult for her to cross back over the border, that they have to find all these different ways, and then suddenly he goes through a tunnel to follow another man that's gone through a tunnel. Really?
I was like, where was that tunnel 3 episodes or 4 episodes ago? Like, what happened to that? The con artist, when he gets to the airport, he finds out that Dan's been kidnapped by the bad guys, and then suddenly he turns into Terminator 3. He
has very special training.
And I was just like, no, you would have definitely died. Like, it was as
he
if.
did.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But you would have died sooner.
It was as if people were waiting for him to shoot them and then they'll shoot back. Like, it was just the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
scene didn't make sense to me. So that's definitely unrealistic to me.
So Captain Ree, his comrades are just ordinary North Korean soldiers, and they had been for like half of the drama, and then suddenly, actually no, they're special forces, and they have these mad skills out of nowhere. Like one of them has only been in the military for 2 years, but he too is special forces. How are they all special forces? There's actually so many inconsistencies in this drama, and it's because it's a live shot. So they're filming and then editing and then sending it out to see what the audience thinks about it. So there's a lot of things that run through that are like, that didn't really make sense.
Yeah. One thing I found really annoying when I first started watching it was Captain Ree. Oh my gosh. Why does he take so long, she's just there like, oh, basically showing her feels and that. And he low-key wants to show his feels, but he's just there like, not really wanting to give anything back. And I'm
But
like,
isn't that part of it? It's the suspense.
no, but it was annoying. It was annoying for me to watch. Because
Really?
I was like,
Yeah,
just
show
say what you
emotion.
want.
I think he was realistic because he's in North Korea and he's a North
I
Korean
don't care.
military.
You fully snuck her into your
Yeah,
house at this
It
point.
was a bit late.
It's
for
all
that.
up in the air. Like,
So he should fall in love with her as well.
well, they end up doing that
Yeah, but
anyway.
he was trying
so
to stop himself. He didn't want
listen,
to because it was dangerous.
listen. It was all just a bit comme ci comme ça for me.
He wanted to just get to it, to
Because
claim
I'm
his
just there
love.
like, come on. She's showing you everything, and then what? You're gonna come and say that you're now engaged.
Yeah,
When were
that's
you
too
gonna?
much.
When were you gonna bring that up?
When she showed up.
But Dan, I felt like her character was necessary as the fiance to create some kind of tension, but then I felt like she just kind of lost the plot a little bit.
Oh, but that's the thing though, because it starts you off being like, oh, I don't like her, which me, I was like, I don't like her, get
Yeah.
away. And then, and then after like, you know, they get together, Captain Ree and Siri get together, and then she starts getting with the con artist. I was just like, oh, she's actually really cute.
Yeah.
And she smiled like maybe once.
But I
I
felt like they could have done more with that because why is she
Yes.
cold? They didn't really let us know. It was just like, oh, she's cold because she's a North Korean elite. Well, not everyone in Pyongyang was cold. It just didn't quite make sense to me. And then she's so in love with Ree, but they barely spent any time
Literally,
together.
yeah.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I think they kind of didn't think through her story enough. And then they get us to like her. She starts to have some sort of character arc. And then they kill her partner.
Yeah.
It was so devastating.
It was unnecessary.
It was.
Even him, he transformed.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that was she really got the short end of the stick in
Yeah.
the whole show. She
Aw.
lost the love of her life, the love that was supposed to be like she lost pretty much like everything. But I did like her character development within it. Like, I understand we didn't really know much about her background and the reason she was how she was, but it was nice to see the ice melt.
Yeah.
Okay, but my most annoying moment, hands down, is the ending. It makes no sense to me. After all of that, I've invested my life for how many hours, and then what? They're just gonna see each other once a year for 2 weeks time.
They weren't
And even that, they don't have each other's telephone numbers. So it's just they're just gonna work out when they'll show up. So when the like concert thing is gonna be happening, they'll just work out when he's gonna come.
Yeah,
And if he's there, he's there. They have a nice 2 weeks. She'll book it, everything. If he's not there,
See, in my mind, I have an alternate ending. To me, that last scene when they showed the pictures of them two together in a home, to me it meant that they moved there.
from the beginning, yeah, we didn't even know how this was even gonna work out.
True.
We didn't even know. So the fact that they get to see each other
It's something.
2 weeks is something. Like, I'm even grateful for that. Like, I was there like, oh, thank God, because they get to see each other at least. But you lot are here just talking.
Like I said, I've got an alternate ending.
Like,
Oh,
they get
yeah,
to
yeah.
see each other. They actually get to see each other. Like, they could have just been like, listen, you can't be together. Now he's in the south. Like,
Realistic.
what do you mean realistic? This whole thing is not realistic.
Exactly.
So can we get over it with this realistic thing? 'Cause, I don't know. Like, I actually don't know why people watch these things and then just say, "Oh, it's not realistic." Don't watch it.
It should be a
Don't
little
watch
bit.
it.
Like, I like
No.
some of the drama, but the drama levels were like,
What
Yeah,
you
that's
mean?
entertainment.
it
The
was
whole
entertaining.
point
don't
of a
get me wrong.
K-drama, the whole point is for it to be entertaining and unrealistic because it's a
But I don't
drama.
think that's the whole point.
Dramatic.
That's not how they all are.
It's meant to be dramatic.
Okay, this is dragging. We're good with that. The ending's fine now.
Yeah, that's
We're
I
good.
just don't understand.
we've got it.
So if you're interested in this kind of thing, if you want to join us again for another debrief, then subscribe and like and comment. Tell us, are you more kind of on my side where you want it to be a bit more realistic? Are you like in the middle? Or are you like way over on the other end? As much cringe as possible, please. Bye.
Bye. Guys, I
I
know I'm extra, I was just joking. The way everyone was trying to make me feel bad, like, you're not extra, you're just dramatic.
I was like, leave her, come on, let's do it.